What's up, guys? It has been a while since I've even attempted a video like this. I have been going through some shit. Yeah, if you guys have been catching up with the content on the channel, it's not quite my normal content because I have been going through some shit. However, you know what? I said, fuck it. I am going to do my best to try to do what I used to do and see if I can recapture the lightning in the bottle. So, with that being said, today we're going to be looking at a cover or a commentary video about Lunchly, which is Mr. Beast, KSI, and Logan Paul's Lunchables competition. I do have some things that I agree with the YouTuber, and I have some things that I disagree with the YouTuber that made the video. So maybe I offer a unique perspective. I'm not sure, but if you're still here, thank you so much. Thank you guys. I can't even begin to describe the shit that's been going on in here and up here, and I think my team and everyone that I've put in place and like just the people that came through to support me. So thank you so much to everybody for not letting me drown, because God knows I wanted to. Lord knows I wanted to. However, let's get into today's video.
It's your returning champion, Elgin Intensity. Lunchly, Mr. Beast's brand of snack kits that was announced on September 16, is already under fire after numerous reports of mold in the product, making it the second biggest threat to children that Mr. Beast has ever promoted.
Now, one can obviously say that Ava or Chris Tyson, I don't care who they are, is a threat to children. However, Mr. Beast is really just looking out for children. If you think about it, he just wants to make sure they have a good daily dose of antibiotics. Hello? Penicillin, mold. Have you guys not heard of these things? Like, come on, really? Why would you think he's out there harming his own fan base? Like, give the man some credit.
He created Lunchly as a joint venture with KSI and Logan Paul.
Now, I know I just said he's not guilty. However, new information that I did not know previously has been introduced. KSI? Okay. Logan Paul, guilty. Fucking guilty. Mr. Beast is guilty. Cancel him. Get him out of here. He's got nothing but bad things going for him. The bad juju, the bad mojo, whatever you want to call it. The Tana Mojo. Is that her name? I don't know. Fuck you, Kodako. Coming for your spot, I guess. You know, I don't know. Can I do worse? Can I do better than Kodako? I think I could. I think I'm a little bit more funny than Kodako. We'll find out.
YouTubers whose productions went from going viral on social media to going fungal on culture media. Before discussing the food poisoning you might get from a Lunchly kit, I want to address the monkeypox you might get from a Lunchly ad.
Fiesta nachos. 22 grams of sugar.
10 grams of sugar.
7 grams of protein.
9 grams of protein.
Come in close and look at the queso cheese in Lunchly versus whatever that is. Drip versus stick. I like my cheese drippy, bruh.
Turns out there's actually a lot of things that Logan Paul likes drippy, like the money from his crypto scams where he buys like Pokemon cards and shit. Like, why would you waste all that money? Dead bodies hanging in Japanese forests. That's very drippy of him. However, I will go to say that maybe Lunchly is a little bit less shelf stable because it's probably is providing a higher quality ingredient than a Lunchables. One of the reasons that these Lunchables or anything like this in general is so shelf stable is because of the preservatives that they add into it. So it's like chemically enhanced. So I do think that maybe they are catching a little bit of unnecessary flack for the mold or whatever, because it probably does lend some credence that it is actually a better product for you. Not to defend them, really. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm doing. I guess I am defending them in a sense, or I'm playing devil's advocate, because a lot of people don't think that. They see the mold and they're like, oh my God, ew. However, there's a lot of things that could have gone wrong. It could have been packaging. It could have been like stuff like that. It could have been just like destable products, because they're actually more real than the shit that would come in like the Lunchables. But this could be an instance where the science is there, the product's just not turning over at a fast enough rate so that you're getting the good quality product, because it's a little bit less shelf stable. I got a Lunchables from the Dollar Tree the other day. You would think it's going to be good, but it was out of date and it was still not moldy. So it goes to show you that some products are just better, even though they're, or not better, they're still good. They're technically still good, even though they're out of date. But that's what I'm thinking is actually going on here. The product's going to be a little bit higher quality, which is going to have less preservatives, less artificial chemicals, and it's going to be a better quality product, but a lower shelf life. And oh my God, my hands look fucking weird. Look weird doing this. Oh my God, what the fuck is that? What is that? I don't know. Ew.
If you eat the shredded cheese, then your IV will be drippy too.
You're going.
Move!
You want to do this?
Let's do
Okay,
that.
we'll see who moves.
Let's go there.
Okay, let's do it.
Mr. Beast should collab with that brand next. They can call it Spore's Head Luncheon Meat.
In all honesty, this is some unfair criticism towards Boar's Head because Boar's Head is a massive company, and when you're turning over that much product, you're going to have quality control issues. I mean, just look at Chipotle. Everyone loves Chipotle, but when they had that, I think it was Listeria a couple of years ago, everybody was shitting on Chipotle. Don't eat there, don't eat there. However, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. That's just how shit happens in the real world. So you can't just go and lob an unfair criticism towards a massive company for having a breakdown in quality control. Is it going to happen? Yeah. Should it happen? No, because there should be checks and balances in place. However, you know what? People are human. People suck at their jobs. Maybe we should actually take a look at the people working these jobs and see if they're qualified for it. And if they're not, then get them the fuck out of there.
Of course they sell Lunchly at Acme. That name is synonymous with products that fail or backfire catastrophically at the worst times. In this ad, some Michelin inspectors join them for lunch.
Who wants to try Lunchly?
Oh, damn. I got a prom and Feastables.
It's nice. The cheese tastes like actual cheese.
The pizza crust looks like a communion wafer, and the cheese looks like it'll put you in a box. If you're going to feed people crap, it might as well be appetizing.
One issue that I'm having with the YouTuber making this video is that he is not looking in citing sources for the nutritional values. He is not actually going out to buy the product himself and taste test it and give you a demonstration of what's going on. So his rationale and credibility is as real as mine is. What matters is, are the kids happy? Is it a good product for the children? Is it a good affordable price point for the family? Really, that's what matters. To me, what it sounds like is that this guy does not like Mr. Beast or Logan Paul or KSI, which is fair. That is completely fair to not like any of them. However, there feels like there is some unwarranted criticism based upon the way that things look, which it sounds like haterade. It sounds like old boys drinking the haterade. It's like, if you have so much to say about how shit quality a product is, why not make a better product? Why not do what Mr. Beast can't do? Because you can't. Because you don't have the funds, you don't have the ambition, you don't have the drive. So instead, you just sit on YouTube and lob criticism towards people that are actually trying to do stuff in the real world. Does it mean it's gonna work? No, but at least he tried. So much better than sitting in your room, recording a faceless fucking commentary video or social commentary video or drama video and just sitting there and having something to say about another man. That makes you look kind of sus. It makes you look pretty fucking suspect.
Children are obviously the target demographic here, but it's for the best that they aren't in this promo given Mr. Beast's ties to LGBT Diddy. Even though almost every successful YouTuber earns substantial income from goods and services, Lunchly faced immediate backlash. Mr. Beast responded by touting its health benefits: fewer calories, less sugar, more electrolytes, real cheese. While he concedes that Lunchly is not the healthiest snack option, his nutrition claims are misleading.
Now, I will concede the point that Lunchly is probably not good for your kids. Probably not good for your kids. Definitely not going to be as good as taking a real piece of cheese, some crackers maybe. I don't know. Those are fucking all America's food's poison anyway, so it really doesn't fucking matter, right? It really doesn't fucking matter because we sold our country out. Anyway, get them some real food. Take the fucking time to make your kids some food. God damn it. The problem here is people are fucking arguing about what piece of shit tastes better and has better nutritional value. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's still shit. It's still shit. Do better. Quit fucking being lazy and then looking for the best option in the pile of fucking turds. God damn it, people. What does it fucking matter? What does it matter what parents do with their kids? What does it matter what people buy? It fucking doesn't. Mind your goddamn business. If children aren't actively being harmed and people aren't actively being taken advantage of, then fuck you, mind your business, unless you want to step up to the plate and be a parent to those children. But you don't, because you sit online all day and just fucking complain about things online. That's all you do. That's all people do. That's all they do. They go to work a shitty fucking job where they're not happy because they're too fucking lazy to put the work in to get a better job. So they sit and come online and complain about shit all day. Do something. Do something else that fucking matters other than complaining. Sorry. No, fuck, I'm doing the same thing, so who cares?
There were 3 Lunchly varieties at lunch: the pizza, Fiesta Nachos, and Turkey Stack'ems. Each box contained a candy bar by Mr. Beast, a sports drink by KSI and Logan Paul, and an entree by Nurgle, the Lord of Pestilence. Each Lunchly also apparently makes big gestures, which must refer to the inevitable huge movements through your large intestine. Each bottle of Prime has 400 milligrams of electrolytes, but you have to look at the nutrition label to get the electrolyte profile. A standard 16-ounce bottle of Prime has a high amount of potassium and a low amount of sodium, but the latter is more critical to replenish. Sugar helps with electrolyte absorption, but Prime has very little of that too. Day to day, the human body regulates electrolytes just fine on its own. Not only do most children not need to replenish electrolytes after recess, but Prime doesn't even have enough sodium to help with the diarrhea they might get from the rest of the meal.
There is factual evidence that proves that Prime is not as good for you as Gatorade, and I will concede with the YouTuber here that children probably don't need to replenish electrolytes at the same rate that adults do after working out. However, does it hurt? I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to go out and fucking talk about things that I don't know about. Like, go talk to a doctor. Go talk to a bunch of doctors. See what they have to say. I think Food Theory? Is it Food Theory? Matt Pat's show did the breakdown of Prime versus Gatorade and proved that Prime is not as good of a quality product as Gatorade. However, Gatorade's also owned by PepsiCo, which I'm sure does not want to partner with Mr. Beast and KSI, a bunch of YouTubers, and Logan Paul. So, like, why? It makes sense. They have a good selling product that's relatively okay, and it's their own product. It makes sense in the world of business. So why would you go to another party to have them come in and take dividends when you could use your own? That's selling okay, and it's not terrible. Prime doesn't taste terrible. So fucking, like, who cares? It's like using Powerade instead of fucking Gatorade because it's Coca-Cola. Like, it doesn't matter. It's not a bad product. It's not hurting kids. Is it as good as the other shit out there? No, but guess what? None of it is. Drink some fucking water. Drink water. Put some fucking salt inside of the water so you can replenish your minerals and electrolytes. Don't drink bitch water. Don't drink bitch water. I fucking love bitch water. I love Gatorade. I love Gatorlight. I have Propel in the back of the car. Like, I love bitch water. So, like, I'm not complaining that it's not as good as regular water.
Mr. Beast wanted to make a healthier, higher-priced alternative to Lunchables, but if you buy a Lunchly, you might wind up with a moldier box than a dirty Fleshlight. One of the most prominent YouTubers to expose this contamination issue was Rosanna Pansino, a baker who claims that she got screwed out of one of Mr. Beast's contests last year.
Again, not defending Mr. Beast here because I don't like any of these people. I do not like any of these people. I don't even know KSI. I've never consumed any of KSI's content. I've maybe seen 2 videos from Mr. Beast, which, let's be fair. Mr. Beast makes a good quality YouTube video. That's what he does. But fuck Logan Paul. He's a piece of shit. Like, everyone knows that at this point. Just a generally a bad fucking human. Anyway, doesn't matter. Why are you going to go to somebody that is a hater for like actual critique? Why not go to somebody that is a neutral party, that has a scientific background, that can break it down? Like, go to a Matt Pat. Go to somebody who is trained to do shit like this, not somebody that just actually has a problem with someone and is looking to destroy them. Because no matter how much you're like, oh, I don't blame Mr. Beast for anything. Yeah, you do. Like, there's clearly some bias there, or else why would you do it in the first place? However, that's life. When you look for problems, you're going to find problems. Overall, this car's pretty good. Sometimes there's issues with the electrical. Like, the car doesn't want to start sometimes. Sometimes the brake failure light comes on when I'm not braking because there's an issue with the electrical. It's a good car. glad I have it, but there are issues, and it's going to be, but I'm also looking for those issues. The tires are wearing down in tread. Yeah, I'm looking for those issues, so I'm going to find them. When you actively look for the issues, you're going to find them. How about instead of looking for the issues, we start looking for solutions to problems? We stop looking for problems and we start looking at changing the way we start looking at things. Like, crazy. If you start looking at sad shit all day, you're just going to find sad shit. If you start looking at happy shit, you might just find some happiness. So yes, there is probably things wrong with Lunchly. And the thing is, you could go and make a better version of Lunchables. You could do that. It's going to cost so much more money. And at that point, are parents going to buy it? Because they are also being influenced by the market too. And if they can't afford food to feed their children, they're not going to pay for it. So you have to balance affordability versus quality. And it's very hard to do on a scale that they want to do, because Lunchables has been doing it for so long. They have the ability to manufacture at the most efficient way possible, which means it's going to be a reduced quality. It's going to be reduced quality all around. So, you know what? Kudos to Mr. Beast. Kudos to KSI. Kudos to Logan Paul for actually trying to provide quality with affordability, because it's fucking impossible. And that's the problem. You're always going to have someone criticizing you no matter what. So, you know what? Kudos to them. I don't like them, but I can respect what they tried to do.
Getting exposed by her must feel like losing a rap battle to Rachel Ray.
These are molded. Okay, so these ones are supposed to be good until December, and we just got them from the store. It says used by December 8th, 2024, and today's date is October 16th. So these are supposed to be good for like another 2 months. This is molded. That's mold. This is not safe. Especially like kids that are so young, they may not know what mold looks like, so they might just eat it.
Okay, so let's put this into perspective. We're going to take the credibility of a content creator who is always looking for content, and we all know as content creators that drama sells, and a lot of times content's fake. I'm not saying that's what happened here. I'm just saying things don't quite add up. So someone that has a personal vendetta against Mr. Beast is making a video that just happens to have a moldy Lunchly in it. What are the odds? I'm just saying. And, you know, like, the idea, the thought process behind this bitch's brain is that kids just might eat the mold. Well, why the fuck aren't the parents looking at the food that they're giving their kids? What the fuck? Why are you going to just hand your kids a lunch and say, go for it? Do you think kids are that stupid where they're going to eat something that doesn't look right to them? How young are the kids that you're feeding this to? Are they toddlers? Are they babies? What's going on here? Is this the right product that you should be feeding them anyway? Is it Mr. Beast's fault that the packaging's gone wrong? No, probably not. Is there probably an issue in manufacturing? Yeah. However, it is good that these problems are being called out. This way they know that there are issues that they can go back and fix. However, it doesn't quite feel genuine. Something's up here, and I do not like it. I do not like the feeling that I get when I watched her video. It is gross. Oh, it just happens to be moldy. Kind of makes you think, doesn't it? Kind of makes you think if that's really what happened. I'm not saying it isn't, but I don't know. Why are we ignoring all the other factors that go into why these products could be moldy in the first place? Maybe it's not stored at the proper temperature in a grocery store. That's not Mr. Beast's fault. That's not Logan Paul's fault. That's not KSI's fault. They're simply manufacturers. They are simply the names and the owners of this company, if they're even owners. They might just be the faces that are promoting it. It might just be a business deal. However, shit has to be stored at proper temperatures, and I don't think they're out there stocking Walmart. I don't think they're out there fucking stocking your local grocery store, ensuring things that are done correctly. They're not doing that. It's on the store level too, right? So the store should be making sure that things are set at quality temperature. And if you're going to not do that, then how can you blame these 3 people for a bad product when they're giving you a good product? That's not, I don't want to say it's a good product because it's not a good product. It might be a better alternative to Lunchables. I don't know. I haven't tried the fucking product for myself, but you can't blame them for something that's out of their control. That's not fair.
I saw a picture circulating about mold, but I didn't know if it was fake or, you know, I just had heard about it, but this is real, you guys. This is mold in the cheese, and this is really unhealthy. You should not eat mold. I don't know if this is an issue in their recipe development or packaging. I think it's a packaging issue. The sealant here feels really cheap, like whatever is holding this on the top. It is not vacuum tight.
The pizza Lunchly variety seems to be the most susceptible to mold based on how many video reports have featured it. In addition to the poor seal, there are no preservatives listed for the cheese, only for the sauce and the crust.
Contrary to popular opinion, this is fucking phenomenal. It is so phenomenal that this is a packaging issue and not a quality of product issue, because you can go and fix that so much easier. You just need to readdress the machine, maybe add more glue to the seal or whatever. I'm not entirely sure. There's probably not a lot of preservatives in the cheese, which can lead to that being an issue. Shelf stability, which maybe they need to look at that, or maybe they don't, because maybe that's the product that they're going for, something without preservatives. But the fact that people are noticing this and calling it out is great. It's fucking great. If you think about it, it is free quality control. It's free quality control, because what's going to happen is people are going to blow this up because it's a big name YouTuber and it's going to last for a week or two. However, the fucking research, this is beta testing. This is fucking live beta testing. The research that they're going to get from people calling them out, it's free. It's free. It's the most fucking genius thing ever. It's genius. You don't have to pay people to beta test when people will buy the product and beta test it for you. Like, great. We're doing quality control and getting the bugs out of the code right now. So good. However, still not good that the mold and shit happened, but it's good to know that there is an issue before a more serious issue would arise.
The geniuses behind Lunchly overlooked basic safety precautions, which is why the pizza has spores on it instead of mushrooms.
So those are the pizzas. Looks-wise, here are the 2 pizzas from Lunchables and Lunchly. Lunchly is covered in mold. I'm gonna ask you guys, which one would you rather eat? Which one would you give your kid? Both are a highly processed food snack, and one is extremely moldy. So I'll leave it up to you.
I'm sorry that I'm not sorry, but that is not an honest review. That is a dishonest bitch doing a hit piece. Oh, think about the kids. Think about the kids. She is weaponizing your children against the opponent or the rival of Mr. Beast, KSI, and Logan Paul. That's exactly what she's doing. That is not an honest fucking review. Which one do you want to feed your kids? One's processed, but the other one has mold. Which one? Which one? Neither of them are good options, bitch. Why not give them some fucking real options to pick from? Because you're not being honest, are you? It's not honesty. It's not. You are manipulating people's emotions right now so that they come out of this looking at Mr. Beast like fucking terrible person. He probably is. Jimmy's probably not a good person. He's probably not the saint that he has portrayed himself to be online. Probably not. Most people aren't. Most people aren't real enough to come out and say this shit. So, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to say it. You are a lying bitch. I'll say it. I'll stand 10 toes down on it. 100 toes down on it. I don't even have 100 toes. You know what? I need to get 10 other people and just stand on their toes. That's what I need to do. It's not a real review. This was a fucking hit piece.
It's like comparing the 2 Joker movies. One gives mid-moments, and the other ends with stabbing pain in your midsection. Given Pansino's bias against Mr. Beast, some streamers conducted their own investigations. One streamer bought a cart full of Lunchlys and found mold in the 20-second one before even opening the pack. He assumed the problem was overblown, but Michael Bolton there started singing a new tune. There's absolutely
No way!
It was When a Man Loves a Woman. Shortly thereafter, Logan Paul responded in a video that primarily debunked a blatantly fake FDA recall notice, like that would change the fact that he was serving rotten food to kids. Towards the end of his video, he shifted the blame to various parties.
Fact is, the USDA inspects every finished food lot and approves it before even leaving our facility.
The USDA and the FDA, for that matter, don't have the resources for that. Given that the cheese in a lot of Lunchly boxes went bad months before the expiration date, I think they would have noticed the incubation chambers.
Really hate that I keep having to defend these motherfuckers. However, you don't think the USDA actually has the funds to do this? You're right, because they don't. Because they make their money from finding these companies that have issues. They go in and find problems just to find these companies and take money from them. That's what it is. That's how the USDA works. I know that because I used to work at PepsiCo. We sell naked. We sell naked like juices and shit. And we had to keep those at a temperature control every time we sent them out on a truck because they have to be regulated to be within a certain temperature. And if they were not, we had to make sure they didn't get delivered. We had to bring it back and destroy the product because it was regulated by the FDA. And guess what? If we sent that shit out of temperature that was we tracked it through Bluetooth through our phones. That's how it was. Each cooler that we sent it out to a store had a Bluetooth device that was connected to the driver's phone, which was uploaded to a database, which was tracked. We had to submit the fucking paperwork saying that this is in regulation with the FDA. Because if not, we were going to jail. We were going to jail. And if we sent one case out to a store that was maybe out of temperature, we had to go back and pick up all the fucking product because if not, we will go to jail. Literally, that was part of my fucking job. I would go to jail if I didn't make sure drinks were being stored at temperatures that were good for the company, like people. And guess what? That's the whole job of the FDA, to come in and fine us. We go to jail, they fine the company. That's how they make money. Are you stupid? And the problem that I have with this YouTuber is that he is implying and insinuating that Mr. Beast, Logan Paul, and KSI, some of the most well-known and famous people on the fucking planet, are running an illegal fucking scam operation. Well, fuck, yeah, okay. It is Logan Paul. It is, to be fair, it is Logan Paul. It is Logan Paul. However, you don't think that the fucking government is going to be tracking this shit? You don't think that they're going to be looking into it and making sure that everything's up to code? Do you think they're trying to skimp out on this shit when it comes to them going to jail for the rest of their fucking lives for killing kids? Are you serious? They're not. They're not. They're probably not fucking lying about the FDA and the USDA coming in and monitoring their shit. Especially when it's a new product. They have to. My fucking God. It's just insane. It's insane to imply that these three are doing some illegal shit and knowingly. Like, it's insane. It's insane.
Paul and his partners don't really know what's going on in their facility. Their main contributions are promoting and branding. Still, as Lunchly's ambassadors, if they think the buck stops with anyone but them, then they're a few hyphae short of a full mycelium.
And yes, it's possible that issues happen in transit, like a seal breaking, or at the store level with rough handling.
Nobody is punting the shredded cheese compartments open. None of this would have happened, on this scale anyway, if they used more preservatives and better seals. Those are arguably the most important elements of a successful Lunchables knockoff.
I don't disagree. I do not disagree with this point. However, I will say that there are rough handlings at grocery store levels. I've seen it done. I've seen it done. I've been in and out of grocery stores for the last 15 fucking years. I know the shit that goes on in there. However, I do agree. It should have been better packaging. It should have been better preserved, maybe, but then again, that kind of defeats the point. That kind of defeats the fucking point. However, I do think that Mr. Beast, KSI, and Logan Paul will come out and address these issues and fix them. And if they don't, then that's when you hold them to the fucking fire, right? First time is a mistake. Second time is a pattern. Third time is just malice. I mean, that's what it is. That's what it is. Let's be real. If they don't fix this shit and continue to let it happen now that they know that there is an issue, then they have to be held accountable for it. Shit happens. Shit does legitimately happen. And there is a lot of responsibility to bear for the shit that happens. It falls on the parents, falls on the store, falls on Logan Paul, KSI, Mr. Beast. It falls on the manufacturing plant. It falls on transportation. It falls on everybody. Everybody has failed in this scenario, so that's what matters, right? the responsibility is not just on these three. Stop trying to crucify these three people until they don't fix it. Like Logan Paul with Crypto Zoo or whatever, absolutely. Hold him to the fucking fire, that piece of fucking shit. Because he knew there was an issue going into it. He knew. And I don't even think Mr. Beast, I don't know, maybe they didn't even want Logan Paul in on this, but it's like Prime. It's Prime. That's probably the only thing, and KSI is in there and has to deal with Logan Paul because they're business partners, so they have to get along together and work on it and all that shit. So I don't know. However, I don't think it's fair to just crucify them unless they don't fix the problem. Now, if they don't fix the problem, then go after them, then roast them. Now that they know that there is a problem, if they don't fix it, then that is on them.
Instead of accepting his bad decisions, that former athlete doubled down on his appalling imitation. Who does he think he is, Dwayne Wade?
But just like any produce you buy, problems can arise, and our retail partners are great. They'll offer a full refund, and we are happy to assist anyone at any time if you email our customer service.
Great. When you eventually get your $4 back, you can either gamble on whether the next Lunchly kid is spoiled or put it towards a bottle of Pepto-Bismol. Lunchables and Lunchlys are both trays full of slop, with even more dietary concerns than I addressed here. Parents should make healthy lunches for their kids and teach them how to make smart food choices rather than delegate those responsibilities to a bunch of greedy YouTubers.
I absolutely 100% agree with the YouTuber here. Like, we as parents need to learn to take accountability and make better choices for our children. Why are we delegating something as important as our nutrition to a bunch of YouTubers? Maybe if they were like nutritionalists in a professional sense and they offer advice and just happen to have a YouTube channel in the same way that I think Legal Eagle is an actual lawyer and just happens to have a YouTube channel as well, then maybe that would make sense. Maybe you would take the recommendation there. However, why are we necessarily outsourcing what should be one of our primary responsibilities to Logan Paul, to Mr. Beast, to KSI? I mean, I guess we kind of do that anyway, because really we should be there to help entertain our kids and educate our kids, but we outsource them to YouTube anyway. So like, fuck, I mean, can you be mad that these three are capitalizing on the fact that we aren't doing what we should do as parents?
Fortunately, no Lunchly customer has come forward with food poisoning. Even with that risk, children have a better chance of meeting their nutritional requirements through Mr. Beast than Nick Rekieta. Never be like Nick Rekieta. There are worse things to have on your plate than a Lunchly, especially if you're Mr. Beast, but I doubt this is the end of the world. He will most likely bounce back from this and continue to lead the horsemen of the apocalypse from The Last of Us. Hopefully, these scandals will come as a revelation that falling for his gimmicks and lies brings new meaning to Mark of the Beast.
I guess to wrap up my final thoughts on this whole thing is, like, I really don't care about Lunchly having mold issues. Yeah, it shouldn't. It shouldn't. In a perfect world, it shouldn't. Everything will be fine. However, I do think this is blown out of proportion. I do think that Mr. Beast will come through and correct the issues. And if he doesn't, fucking hold him to the fire. Also, I think a lot of people have this overall view of Jimmy as a god or a, holier than thou person because he does all these things. He's Mr. Beast, can do no wrong. He's a fucking human being at the end of the day. Does he fuck up? Sure. Should he give a shit about his public image? I'm not sure because I don't. Fuck you. If you don't like me, deal with it. Deal with it. Fuck you. I don't care. However, I also now have people in my life that I do have to worry about my public image for, so I take that back. My lawyer says I have to take that back. So I apologize. We're putting the middle fingers back down. And I love you. All of you. That's, baby, you're the only one for me. It's my fault. I'll get you flowers. What do you want? I'm sorry. All the people out there that doesn't like me, I'm so sorry. It's me, not you. I've had to work on myself. It's not you. It's not you at all. With that being said, I think this issue has been overblown. I do think that this will be corrected, and if it doesn't, like I said, just hold them to the fire. If you enjoyed this content, let me know. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, come be a member of the Petting Zoo. I don't have the capabilities to record like I used to at this current moment, so hopefully this goes okay. Please feel free to check the merch link. Dean has been doing a phenomenal job there. Check the Discord. It'll be down in the description. Go give a like to the original video. That will be in the description, I think. I don't know. I had some points of contention with the YouTuber. It's just, it felt like some unnecessary criticism when there's so much more valid criticism to lob towards Mr. Beast in KSI and Logan Paul. I really don't know a lot about KSI, so maybe KSI doesn't deserve the criticism. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments section. Until next time, welcome to the fucking petting zoo.